Welcome to the Boob Tube, or in this case today, breast thermography TV. I'm always saying, if you all saw what I saw every day, you would be screaming at the top of your lungs as well. Everything you think you know about estrogen is incorrect. So today we're going to go over a case study. Keep in mind, one of my clinics is located in the center that was featured in The Truth About Cancer. So I'm always seeing the latest, the greatest, the newest treatments. Now, breast thermography evaluates the health of the breast by monitoring the blood vessels. So when I say your breast can't lie, they can't lie. And the amazing thing about breast thermography is you can see changes in just a few short months. This way, we can evaluate if your estrogen treatment or estrogen supplement is beneficial to you and your breasts. This is a 63-year-old female who has been on bioidentical estrogen for 14 years. Now, the results are the same even with the application of progesterone and testosterone. Always. There's no difference. As long as they are applying bioidentical estrogen, they are increasing risk because 80% of all breast cancers are fed or stimulated by estrogen. If women were estrogen deficient, then breast cancer would be significantly lower. What we are showing with breast thermography is that most women are estrogen dominant. As you can see, she has a mild pattern. What we're looking for, again, are the vascular structures or the blood vessels. So note, these are atypical or not normal. So this is her first, this is actually a repeat thermogram. It's actually abnormal because she has a left nippler delta T of 1.4 degrees, which is outside normal limits and demands further imaging. So she needs to go get an ultrasound, mammogram, or MRI. And we're noticing all the blood vessels. And then you can see in the color that warm left nipple. Okay, here is her second report. Her first report was in June of 2017. Actually, it was a repeat thermogram. The second report that we're actually looking at is in April of 2018. Keep in mind, she had a thermographic score, which was outside of normal limits or graded equivocal, a TH3 in her left breast. Now, look at this. Thermography is always monitoring the vascular structures. I'm looking for very specific patterns. This is what we call a major sign. Now, what is interesting, with continuous use of bioidentical estrogen, which is causing stimulation or risk to the breast, we now have a vascular structure that is outside of normal limits. So I see this quite often where the left breast might change to the right breast. This is very thermographically concerning. This also demands further imaging, ultrasound, mammogram, or MRI. But what I'm concerned with is neoangiogenesis. She must go out for further imaging to confirm, is this possible neoangiogenesis? Let's look at the color of that same report, April of 2018. You can see the difference in the right oblique versus the left oblique. This is 2.0 degrees Celsius, which is outside of normal limits. Here is the third report that we are looking at. This is in December of 2018. The one previous was April of 2018. So as you can see, we can see changes in the breast. Now, she chose to stop using bioidentical estrogen and is only using progesterone, which I strongly recommend to most women who are estrogen dominant, to use progesterone cream applied directly to the breast. And as you can see, because of thermography, we caught something early. She was able to make that small change by removing the bioidentical estrogen and raising her progesterone levels up to hopefully one day match those high estrogen levels. So as you can see, the major sign equilibrated or became equal. See, now we can see this. She is similar, or what we call a bilateral symmetrical hypervascular pattern, which is usually indicative of an endocrine balance or excess estrogen. And there you go. There's a little peek into what I'm looking at every day and why I am always warning women about the use of any type of estrogen supplement, especially flax, which is a strong plant estrogen, and bioidentical estrogen, which is also a strong plant estrogen. We usually see an increase in the blood vessels or vascularity, which is stimulation of the existing blood vessels, and it has a possibility of feeding cancer, because keep in mind 80% of all breast cancers are fed by estrogen. So now you know why I'm always screaming at the top of my lungs, no more estrogen. For more detailed information, check out our first book, Breast Cancer Boot Camp, Dr. Hobbins, Breast Thermography Revolution. About 400 thermograms, several case studies for you to look at. I've also written 3 little short books with 4 more coming out this year.